What is happening at J Game Dude here? And finally the news has released that the Until Dawn movie has actually begun shooting. Because we've known that an Until Dawn movie was going to be happening for the longest time. We have an Until Dawn remake coming out later this year on the PS5. Even though it was only like a PS4 game that released in 2015/16ish, and is now coming out in 2024 on the next console generation over. Though luckily I still have my physical copy of Until Dawn, but I digress. The movie has finally begun shooting, and people were always thinking, hey, who are the stars that are going to be appearing in the actual movie? Are they going to bring back the original stars from the actual game itself? And the thing is that while that could have been a cool idea, Until Dawn was like more than 7 years ago. So considering the fact that the actors have actually, grown up, they look a lot more different than they did before, it's kind of interesting to consider that, hey, they might not necessarily be the best, so they are going to need a brand new crew. But also the game elements, how are they going to move that into the overall movie as a whole? That is also an interesting idea because, of course, you've got branching paths, you've got actions that were taken. I wonder if, like, say, for example, the director, David F. Sandberg, let's say if he actually, just did a single playthrough of Until Dawn, and then they made the movie based on the choices he made, and the QTEs he was successful in and failed, and then whoever was left by the end would be left by the end. Or maybe everyone died, or maybe everyone survived. I just thought that was an interesting idea, and then doing a different playthrough of Until Dawn, making different choices, and then turning it into the sequel or an alternative universe version of the exact same movie. That's just an interesting thought or something to consider, since this could go in a number of different ways, and yeah, it's just fascinating to know about. But it says here, Asad Kilabash, head of product for PlayStation Studios and head of PlayStation Productions, posted a photo of the film's first slate, which confirmed that filming for the project is now underway. The film, which will be directed by David F. Sandberg, Lights Out, Annabelle Creation, and Shazam, is an adaptation of Supermassive's PS4 horror game. Lights Out, good. Annabelle Creation, Shazam kind of got me a little bit worried there, but hopefully the horror chops are gonna be more prevalent with, more Lights Out, Annabelle Creation type of thing going on. The film is being written by Gary Dauberman, who also serves as a producer on the project. Dauberman wrote the Annabelle series and co-wrote It and It Chapter 2. It was announced this week that Maya Mitchell, Belmont Cameli, and Peter Stormare would join the cast. Stormare will reprise his role from the original game as Dr. Hill, which is really cool to know, although it appears that he will be the only member of the original game's star-studded cast to reprise their character. And so they already announced the cast. So Ella Rubin, Michael Cimino, Jin Young Yu, and Odessa Azian. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I've mispronounced everyone's name, but I digress. I've been longing to do horror again after Lights Out and Annabelle Creation, and this film explores the many great subgenres of horror to create the most terrifying experience possible, Sandberg told The Hollywood Reporter. Capturing the essence of the game, but with new characters, it serves as a great standalone introduction to the world for the newcomers, as well as offers something new that the fans of the game will enjoy. And I sure hope so, because I enjoyed the game. I hope that I enjoy the movie. And with the Until Dawn remake, I'm sure that people are going to be picking that up after the movie releases. But horror is not a genre that is done particularly... what's the word? I don't think horror is a genre that is done particularly great numbers or gangbusters in the theaters. So it does make me wonder, with the shift to things like streaming, how quickly this movie goes into streaming. What do the movie critics think? What does the Metacritic, the Rotten Tomatoes, the IMDb score is going to be for this? How much money are they going to make? How much is it going to cost? What is the budget? And also, Are they going to be able to save much money? Will they be able to actually recoup costs? Because horror is known to not just be cheap to do, but cheap, quick, and easy to do in a way where you could make a $1 million movie and be able to make $100 million out of it, therefore 100xing your initial budget and making so much more out of it. And that is considered like a success. Hell, if they just made 30 mil, 40 mil out of a $1 million budget, yeah, you're successful at that point. So I'm curious to see what success looks like for this movie and also where it kind of falls, and I'm curious as to what you guys think about all of this as well, including the ideas that I suggested on how this could all be handled. With all of that being said, let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it. I have a Patreon up, which you can flick a few bucks my way to if you feel like I deserve it, and if you want to help support the channel further than just liking the videos and subscribing to the channel. But with all of that being said, let me know what you guys think about all of this. And yeah, I upload every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.